In this video, we're going to talk about how to package an InDesign project. Once you have created your design and you've got type and images, you need to create a folder that contains all the resources necessary to work on this. When do you need to do this? You need to do this every time you transfer these resources from one computer to another or from one designer to another. If you are just sending something to your client to look at, you can export as PDF. But if you are sending it to anyone that might need to change anything, enlarge the image, shrink the image, choose a different typeface, then you need to package. You need to do this in InDesign. You also need to do this in Illustrator. So here is an example of a very simple finished design for a little bio project. And you will notice that the image, which has been placed so that it is linked, has a question mark. That is a problem in packaging. If I go to File, Package, you see I have a little triangle here, which shows me that there's a problem there. The problem there, if I read through this, 1 link found, 0 modified, 1 missing, that is a problem. 0 inaccessible, 0 embedded. 1 uses the RGB color space. That is also a problem. However, we're going to live with that one. We're going to talk about RGB and CMYK color spaces somewhere else. And this will not affect our packaging in any serious way. But the 1 missing image is a problem. We need to have that image in there if anybody is going to continue working on this on another computer, so that we need to fix this. So I'm going to cancel out of here, and I am going to go to my links window. And here is that image, and you see it's got a question mark. It's missing. I need to relink it. That means it has to be somewhere on your computer where it's accessible. All right, so if you downloaded it from somewhere and you've misplaced the original image, you need to go find it. So I'm going to relink, and here comes my menu. And right up here, it tells me what I'm looking for, P1010018. If I can't find it right away, I can type that into my search. So P1010018. And here it is. I want to make sure I get the right one. Notice that these that came up are the small version, SM. That's how I name my files. I am looking for -1 JPEG. This looks right. So it's very important to keep track of your resources. I'm going to open it, and the question mark went away. Now it's properly linked. So now I can package it, and it will put it into my package. I'm going to minimize this particular menu. All right, so now we start the actual packaging process. We go to File, Package, down here at the bottom, and we see the summary again. We still see this triangle, but we see there's nothing missing this time. It is this RGB color space. When I set up this project, I specified that it would be a print project. Therefore, RGB color space is technically wrong. However, it will not cause serious problems. When you get to advanced file prep, you will take care of this. But right now, we can go ahead and package. We're not going to go through all the rest of the menus. All our fonts are okay. What should you do if your fonts aren't okay? If one is missing, You either have to find the file if you downloaded it from Free Fonts or somewhere like that, or you need to pick another font if you want a full comprehensive package. One thing is that Adobe fonts will not package, the ones you activate online, which used to be called Typekit. If you activated a font from Adobe temporarily, it will not let you package. It will only let you use it. It will create a PDF. You can use it on the website, but you cannot package it for print. They would like you to buy the font if you want to do that. So I'm going to hit package. And it asks me if I want to save it. Yes, I want to save it. And now it brings up a dialog box. So you want to figure out where you want to put it. I'm going to put it not in documents, but on the desktop. That's just my choice. And this is going to create a folder. Up in the Save As, you'll notice that it's taken my file name and created a folder out of it. So it will do that automatically. Going down to the bottom here, you want to copy all your fonts, copy linked graphics, update graphic links. That is something that I feel you should have done beforehand. You should have updated your graphic links, because if you do it automatically, if there's something wrong, if you went in and changed a picture, it might not come out right. You want to include the IDML. What is the IDML? The IDML is a version of the file that will open in earlier versions of InDesign. Because if you have the latest version of InDesign and then you go somewhere else or somebody else is working on it, they need to make some changes, and they have an earlier version of InDesign, it will not open. However, the IDML will open, and generally speaking, there will be no problems. The other thing this will create is a PDF, always a good thing to have. That will show you what the file looks like. So for instance, if you included a font that didn't package for some reason, and I open that and your fonts all look funny, that's bad, but I can go to the PDF and see how they are supposed to look. When you make a PDF, you have a choice of qualities. I would leave it at high quality print for now. And click package. And it creates a folder. And that folder is right here. I had to drag it over because I don't have my full screen. So here's the folder it created. My original file is still out there. But if I open this folder, here's what's in it. Here is my file, my InDesign file. Here is my PDF. Let's take a quick look at it to make sure it's okay. This is what my print result will be. All right, I'm going to close that out. Here's that IDML. If I go over to my coworker's house, not these days, but sometime, and I want to work on their computer and they don't have an earlier version, I can use this. Then we have two folders, the document fonts. So I've used these three fonts. Adobe font is always in there. And then in links, you should have any pictures that you placed. So this is a high resolution version of that picture. What you see here is a low resolution preview. If I were going to print this or output it in any way that requires high resolution, it will know to go back and find it in here. All right, that is the folder. I'm closing it. Now, if I want to email this folder, I have to have one more step because you cannot attach a folder to an email. So I'm going to Control-click and compress the folder. And there it is compressed. I can send this to someone and they can double click it. If they double click it, this is what it'll open into. And that is how you properly package an InDesign file. Thank you for watching.